The massively overlooked Darley does get compared to La Male, but the clear difference here is it's stronger with the lavender. It smells like real lavender too. So if you're a big lavender fan, you'll like this, I think, more than La Male. There's also not that vanilla in here, although you do have some tonka bean in the dry down. So in the top you have mint, bergamot and Amalfi lemon. In the mid you have that lavender as well as cinnamon, African orange flower, rose and rosemary. In the base you have tonka bean, sandalwood, amber, guaiac wood and patchouli. Doesn't get talked about very much, surprisingly, and you can pick this up sometimes as one of the cheaper Parfums tamales. I like it a lot. I've come around about it more and more. I find the dry down in particular is very, very nice, very pleasant. It's like your ultimate springtime scent, this, I would say. So if I'm in the mood for kind of that springtime, easy, fresh, high quality lavender type of scent, I would definitely pick up Darley. I like it and I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Haltane gets compared to Oud for greatness, and it is certainly alike. This is a nice earthy praline type of a scent. So in the top, one thing that surprised me was the freshness in the top here. So you have lavender, clary sage and bergamot. So although it's a heavy wintry scent, it does have a fresh element to it as well. That fresh blast in the opening surprised me. In the mid you have saffron and praline, and in the base you have oud and cedar. So this is kind of an earthy fragrance with some freshness as well, quite heavy. I like it a lot. I find performance is absolutely excellent on this. The sillage lasts a long time, and I have had compliments on this one also. Not very versatile. I did mention that fresh element, but generally speaking, this is a cold weather scent. I do like it. I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. Herod, a nice mature, smoky tobacco and vanilla scent. In the top you have cinnamon and pepperwood. In the mid you have tobacco leaf and incense, as well as osmanthus and labdanum. And in the base you have vanilla, isoe super, cedar, musk, cypriol oil and vetiver. A good performer this. I have heard mixed comments on performance. Some people think Parfums tamale messed up the performance here. I don't find that. I find this performs pretty well. It's a nice smoky tobacco scent. You have what I would call a kind of milky vanilla in here, if you guys can make sense of that. That's the impression I get, kind of a milky feel about the vanilla, as well as a smoky incense and that tobacco. Some people have said there's like a cherry in here. I don't really get that personally. Just that kind of milky vanilla with a nice smoky aspect and a pipe tobacco. I'm a fan. It's not one of my absolute favorites, but I can see why it is for a lot of people. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Percival, the Swiss Army knife of Parfums tamale fragrances, anytime, any occasion. So in the top you have lavender, mandarin orange, bergamot and geranium. In the mid you have hedione, violet, jasmine and coriander, as well as cinnamon. And in the base you get ambroxan, of course, as well as amberwood, musk, balsam fir and clearwood. Very high quality. Performance isn't outstanding for me. I think some people say performance is very good for them, so great. For me it's just okay. But it's a really nice fresh scent. Gets compared to Abercrombie & Fitch's Fierce, which was very famous in the past, and also Montblanc's Legend. Smells like a higher quality than both of those. There's a lot of naturals in here. That nice fresh blast, some nice floral transitions in the dry down, and of course you get the ambroxan and the woods at the end. I like it a lot. It's a great compliment getter, this one. Very, very, very safe for a niche scent. I'm a massive fan of this. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Up next we have Galloway. I love the bottle on this one. So think fresh dryer sheets combined with like a posh hotel bar of soap. A nice soapy, fresh, clean scent, this one. Nice and musky. So in the top you have citruses and pepper. In the mid you have orange blossom as well as iris. And in the base you have musk and amber. If you're looking for iris to be done in a fresh way, check this one out. I know a lot of iris fragrances are quite heavy. Think like Valentino Homme Intense, the Dior Homme Intense line, the Givenchy's. Often it's a note that's used in those kind of dark weather, spicier scents. I know Prada L'Homme is somewhat fresh, but this is kind of out and out fresh musk, combined with iris, which is more of a supporting note. Prada L'Homme, I find it's quite dominant note. This is iris done in a smooth, subtle way, in this nice, clean, musky, fresh scent with some nice pepper also. I am a fan of this. I think it's overlooked. It definitely serves its purpose. in that it's like nothing else on this list, and it's very unique. So for that reason, and also because performance is good, performance is very decent on this one, great for summer's days, I'll give this an 8 out of 10. Pegasus Exclusif. So I never was a massive fan of the Pegasus DNA. I found the powdery almond to be a little bit grating. It never massively did it for me. But this, as soon as I tried this, I found it as kind of a more masculine version with the addition of the oud. I just think it makes it more kind of brash and in your face and masculine, which I quite liked about this one. So the notes here, you have top notes of cardamom, heliotrope, pink pepper and bergamot. In the mid you have bitter almond, lavender, jasmine and geranium. In the base you still have that vanilla from the original, as well as gaiac wood, sandalwood, amber and oud here. So it's kind of a brash, masculine, in your face oud and almond combination with a nice spicy cardamom on the top, as well as those florals in here like heliotrope, lavender and jasmine. So I like it in that it's brash and kind of hits you hard. It is a statement maker, and I prefer it to the original Pegasus, but the Pegasus DNA has never been a massive favourite of mine, so I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. Perseus. I speak about this a lot, very favourably. It's a nice fresh scent, but also a great dumb reach that works all year round. Smells very high quality. So in the top you have grapefruit, bergamot and blackcurrant. It's not just the grapefruit bomb, the blackcurrant is mixed in very well here. I remember when I heard it got compared to like Dolce & Gabbana, Light Blue Forever and the Terre d'Hermès Eau Givrée, I was expecting just out and out grapefruit, but there's a lot more going on here. So that blackcurrant, for example, is really nice. In the mid you have vetiver, green mandarin and geranium. And in the base you have drywood, cashmere wood, ambergris, balsam fir, cedar and tonka bean. So you do really get that tonka bean in the dry down as well. So you have the nice freshness of the grapefruit and blackcurrant, a nice transition with those fresh mid notes, and a nice smooth tonka bean dry down. I find performance is excellent here. It's very addictive, juicy, with a really, really nice dry down. I love this a lot. I mean, let's think what I'm going to rate this. Somewhere in between 9 and 10, I could say 9.5. I'm actually going to be quite generous here, and I'm going to give this one a 10 out of 10. Kalan, this gets compared to Baccarat Rouge and does have an element of that. It's a nice spicy orange peppery scent, kind of a nice mix of a lot of different things here. It's one of those Marmite ones, I feel, where you'll either love it or you hate it. I am a big fan personally. So in the top here you have spices, blood orange and pepper. In the mid you have lavender and orange blossom. In the base you get woody notes, moss, white sandalwood, tonka bean and amber. But yeah, I like this a lot. I must say performance is excellent. This, honestly, the sillage on this, if you spray your clothes with this, you'll get noticed like most of the day. I've had good reactions from this one. So if you like the idea of a nice kind of red scent that does resemble Baccarat Rouge a little bit, but it's a nice combination of like blood orange and pepper. It's kind of peppery, spicy orange. I mean, when I look at the note breakdown, those top three, spices, blood orange and pepper as the top three in the top notes, I would sum the fragrance up with those three as the description. That's kind of the mix I get throughout. Like I say, performance absolutely great on this, quite overlooked, really nice bottle as well. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. Up next we have Oajan, a very strong performer, gets compared to Angel Share by Kilian, and it definitely is like that, though to me smells higher quality, more natural, and a slightly better performer. Angel Share is a good performer, but I find this maybe projects that a little bit more, but it's close, Angel Share is still good. So in the top here you have cinnamon, honey, as well as osmanthus. In the mid you get benzoin, labdanum, ambergris and artemisia, and in the base you have vanilla, tonka bean, musk and patchouli. Great performer, very strong and very addictive dry down. That transition into the vanilla, musk, patchouli is very, very nice. For me it takes some elements of Carlisle, some from Leighton, and sort of blends together the best elements. So it's a nice, spicy, deep vanilla scent. I love this a lot. The dry down is absolutely outstanding. As a whole, the fragrance is brilliant, and I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. Althair smells kind of like Christmas cookies, a really nice gourmand cinnamon vanilla blend. In the top you have cinnamon, cardamom, orange blossom and bergamot. In the mid you get bourbon vanilla as well as elemi, and in the base you have praline, adding to that gourmand aspect, as well as musk, ambroxan, gaiac wood, tonka and candied almond. So a very nice gourmand wintry scent, like a spicy cinnamon vanilla. So if you want to describe this, for the most part, you'd say that cinnamon vanilla combination with some nice praline adding to the gourmand aspect. It's kind of like Christmas in a bottle, December in a bottle. Performance is excellent. The dry down is the best part of this. It gets better and better as it goes. It's one you want to lean in and smell throughout the day. I have had compliments for this one. So all in all, an excellent fragrance. I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. Up next we have the bright fizzy Sedley. So this is like a nice bright Sprite type of an opening, like a fizzy soda with some nice lemon and mint in the top. It transitions into that nice ambroxan as you would expect from a blue fragrance. So in the top you have lemon, mint, bergamot, grapefruit and mandarin orange. In the mid you get some florals such as lavender, rosemary, geranium and also olibanum. In the base you get that ambroxan as well as sandalwood, cedarwood, cashmeran, vetiver and patchouli. I like this a lot. I do find performance an issue for me. I've heard mixed things, but for me performance is a bit disappointing. But even so, if you want to reach for a nice, fresh, minty, lemony, high quality scent that dries down into that nice, mass appealing ambroxan, I can't put people off Sedley. It is a really nice fragrance and it does get compliments and it's just enjoyable, easy and fresh. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I will catch you next time.